All right, moving on.
All right, finally.
I don't know if you guys are as excited about this as I am, but Sonic 4 is coming. Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
I am so excited.
The fourth Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. The first part of the fourth Sonic the Hedgehog. So they've been teasing this as Project Needle Mouse for a while. I'll call it a couple months.
We've been
Longer than
waiting
that.
since...
Longer than that?
Way longer than that. Project Needle Mouse has been kicking around for...
Since Sonic
like
3,
a
at
year,
least.
Like a year.
Yeah, since 1994. Somewhere around there.
People have been demanding Sonic 4
I mean, for a
since Sonic
franchise-
and Knuckles came out.
There's a trailer for it. It's garbage. You know what?
You're not even going to be...
It's garbage.
You fucking
It is.
people. You fucking people. You listening, if you're the person who's like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog in 2D, finally, fuck you, all right? You're part of the problem. Sonic the Hedgehog is never going to be good again. The people who made Sonic the Hedgehog good, the great Sonic the Hedgehog memories that you have, those people are all dead. They're all gone, all right?
Yuji Naka's still alive.
I think you might be exaggerating a bit.
No,
I'm saying, but none of them have anything to do with Sonic the Hedgehog anymore.
If you want to say they're dead on the inside,
Sega is not...
we can debate. But
For the sake of this argument, for the sake of Sonic the Hedgehog...
You're making Andy Garcia's kid cry right now.
I'm kind of excited about. I'm kind of excited about Sonic 4
you! What is your problem? Because you know what? They've done this like 18 times now.
Yeah, but not.
They've literally been suckering motherfuckers
No,
like you
I completely
for
agree. No,
a decade.
I totally agree.
They've spent more
Absolutely.
time conning people with bad Sonic the Hedgehog games than they did giving them good Sonic the Hedgehog
Sonic
games.
Rush was pretty good.
Sonic CD was good too.
Sonic CD was great.
Yeah.
Sonic CD was
See,
the last
1996.
one.
No,
That was-
but see, that's fine. The problem
Sonic
that I have with
Pinball.
that trailer is you look at it and they go like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and they goes to the ball. It's like, oh yeah, I remember. That's when he could, do spin dash stuff.
Yeah.
And then they go to Sonic 3, and nothing happens to fucking Sonic.
Except he's redrawn to look
Yeah.
like crap.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like they don't even throw tails in there. It's just like he goes from Sonic 2 to Sonic 3, and it's the same
No,
thing.
they completely. That's
pisses
wrong.
me off.
They completely redraw them. It's completely redrawn.
But I know, but that like.
But no.
show me
Here's
something.
what should piss you off is the fact that then they go to and now in 2010 and they show you polygonal Sonic and he's the worst looking Sonic.
It
of all
looks
of them.
terrible. And there's a weird thing at the very end where he's like running across the screen and turns around and flips a ring to make the
flips the
logo
sign.
appear. And it looks like a bad fake ad for like a Korean grocery store or something where it's just
It looks like the fucking Sonic's bee or something.
it looks like a bootleg Sonic thing.
Well, it all like from the trailer, all that shit looks pre-rendered. It all looks like Donkey Kong Country style to me.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
Where it's they
there's
had-
not enough in that trailer to really
But
know.
that's what it looks like,
Right.
and that also is reinforced by the fact that he apparently has 3 frames of animation.
Can he turn into a werewolf? Or
Oh
rare
God!
or
You know what? I don't know if they could make it worse. I used to love Sonic the Hedgehog, man. Loved Sonic the Hedgehog, but you people,
I can't believe that a legion of people have gotten excited, like have
people.
fallen for this again.
yeah, again.
Again.
Like
Even though this time they're saying like, but it's going to be old school. Like they have no cachet. They have nothing to bargain
they
with.
ran out
They
all
have
of their
to, They have to
chances.
prove it.
Somebody lost
They
the
ran out
recipe
all of their
for,
them coming to me and being like, "Hey, remember Sonic?" No, fuck you.
All I'm saying
you've
is,
got to do more than that.
what if they did? What if it was Sonic 4 and it was good?
What if it's awesome?
Yes.
Hey, that'd be great.
Then guess what? I will be totally surprised.
Consider me
I just want
blessed.
it to
I am
happen.
not-
That's all I
I
want.
am not going to be
I'm saying
surprised.
what's happened. That's it.
The problem is that this is Sega preying on people hoping for the best.
Sure. Okay.
People-
and Gordon
people-
Freeman's not in this one, so I don't understand the episode. What is it? Have they even explained that?
No, they
gonna
haven't.
be- it's gonna be
Other than
downloadable.
They've said it's going to be episodic.
And so it's
What?
going to be
But why?
Why exactly?
That
Why
part
would you do
doesn't
that?
make any
because
sense.
they're not confident in the full game, and they figure we can at least sucker people into buying the first part. I don't know.
Sega.
I don't know.
What if
Yeah.
it was just right after the title screen? Like it just ended.
The problem
it's
is
like
that-
coming
yeah.
out next month.
It all
episode 2.
It all just rings so hollow because there's been such turnover at Sega that there's no one involved.
Well,
in this.
if you take the long view, yeah.
Yeah, if you take the long view. You know what?
Since Sonic was relevant, yeah, it's
Even if you take it from like the Sonic Adventure days, I feel like there's been so much change at that company that it's just a different group of people.
they'd be better off making a new Alex Kidd game at this point.
Kid Chameleon.
Or yes, Kid Chameleon 2. Where's that?
Well, Sega's done such a bang-up job bringing back its other franchises like Golden Axe.
Right.
Man, you guys are on the
and
tear.
and Vector Man. Remember when they were going to make a new Vector Man game?
Yes.
I never liked the Vector Man.
I hated Vector Man.
Yeah, I thought they were completely overrated.
I think by that point I was like, okay, Super Nintendo, I understand what those people were talking about when they said it was better than a Genesis.
Super Shark by that time. I didn't
Well,
need
yeah,
any of
that too, yeah.
My problem with Sonic is everything that Sonic did well,
Yeah.
he did well in 2D.
Right.
And like that's it.
Well, this is 2D.
But it's like that time has passed because like
Yeah,
you
but
make
like
me a 2D
at the same
game
time,
now,
like
it's
yeah,
not
you
fun.
put out a 2D game now, you'd be like, okay, I
Mega
guess.
Man 9.
Yeah.
Mega Man 9. But I mean, that kind of worked for people that
It
like
did,
Mega
yeah,
Man.
for about 2 days or 30 seconds.
That's okay. That's
And
probably
then you-
true.
I played
know
that game.
that-
I played that game long enough to go like, this is way too fucking hard. Like I don't want to play this. And then that was that. But
Sonic 9 or Mega Man 9 has definitely made Mega Man relevant in ways that he has not been in years. So it's a success in that regard. But as a game that I want to play, it is still not that.
I respect that Mega Man 9 exists and that Mega Man 10 is coming out, but like that doesn't push any real good nostalgia buttons for me anymore.
Right, that's the thing.
because it's like, hey, we made a game like the old ones. It's like, well, that's great, but there's a reason why they don't make games like that anymore.
And those were great games at the time, but like
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
why
just-
it's why Dark Void Zero is like fun for half an hour or something. You're like, oh, well, it's cool that they made like a deliberately old game, but this is the reason why
do you
we
think-
don't play games like this.
Do you
anymore.
think the concept of Sonic can work now? Just pure, just like the old conversation of Streets of Rage.
No.
So Sonic cannot work in modern era games.
I think that the only thing that they have to prey upon is nostalgia with that, because they've proven time and time again that Sonic in 3D doesn't work.
And just making Sonic more complicated doesn't work. Like Sonic
Yeah,
is Sonic
but at the
is
same
simple
time,
concepts.
releasing the simple concept Sonic game isn't enough for today's game player.
Right.
It's like a mini game that should be in a
Right.
a bigger game. They might do something genius. I don't know. Somebody could crack the code and be like, here we
Street
go.
Fighter 4.
Nah.
Suddenly you're Street. I'm not that it looks in any way like it's going to be Street Fighter 4,
Yeah.
but Street Fighter 4 is a game that I thought was dead.
What do you mean,
that-
like this 2D fighter?
Yeah, when I heard that stuff, I was like, and then came out, and I was really excited.
But
And
at
it
its
kinda
core,
brought
that
back.
genre had enough going for it where you could be like, okay.
Also, there wasn't a decade of really bad Street Fighter games
That was only about 5 years of it.
Yeah, I know.
in between 3 and 4.
That
Like a
makes-
decade they've spent.
We definitely didn't pump out as many. Like you didn't. No offense,
What, with-
Sonic. You
what,
didn't
for-
whore out Sonic, or didn't whore out like Ryu as much as Sonic.
Well, I mean, there was the Versus games,
Yeah,
which that was
it was a
really.
detour that that some people were into, some people weren't, but it wasn't. I think
But that stuff also was keeping fighting games alive,
Right.
at a point in that time.
Street Fighter RPG. That's pretty good. I like that one. Street Fighter Pinball. Or actually, there was a
there
Street
yeah,
Fighter
there's
Pinball.
multiple
Yeah.
Street Fighter pinballs.
They did do.
so many bad Sonic games.
There's a couple of good like
Uh-huh.
off out of house
Yep.
Street Fighter games, like whatchamacallit, like Puzzle Fighter. Yeah, like actually kind of worked.
Yeah.
But that, at that time they were coming out with the alpha games and stuff like that. Like the Street Fighter was still very much alive.
Yeah,
right,
Street Fighter
in that era
was relevant.
I'm saying like they kind of did all right in some of their not fighting game.
And I mean, in the Mega Man series has been alive and well ever since as well. I mean, they've done a ton of different things to it. I mean, say what you will about the Battle Network games, they're pretty good. For what they are, they're pretty good.
I can't deal with the annualization, but I played like the first one,
Yeah.
maybe the second
I got-
one. They're great. It's fun.
I got an idea for a Sonic game.
All
All right,
So what you do is, because really,
Spinball.
the only difference between Sonic and like Mario or any other platformer is like you have to deal with that speed concept, right?
Right.
So what if in the beginning of the game he like sprains his ankle or something, and so like you
And
have
it's
to
a point and
spend.
click adventure game.
No, well, or you just make it like a regular platform, and then he like suddenly has, he's got to get his mojo back. You get an abilities in the beginning or something. He breaks through a wall. It's like, oh, that's Sonic,
Yeah.
But then you just play the game as like a regular like story based platformer.
No, it's a prequel to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Where he got his
before he got
speed.
his
before he gets
shoes.
his speed.
Yeah.
When he was still a brown hedgehog before he turned blue.
Yeah. Then he found his first dealer, and he was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think. I think exactly like you said, the core concept of like showing off blast processing and like this
Yeah.
speed thing. It's like
It's like
it's like Nintendo showing off Mode 7 graphics in every
Right.
Super Mario game since.
But you
Check it out.
look at like new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and it's
Nothing to do with the original Mario. You can hop on, guys.
you can hop. I mean, it's But the core of it's not that different from the original game.
It's pretty different. I mean, they've definitely taken him.
It's like a little less tile based or something like that. It's like not everything has to occur at a 90-degree angle anymore. But it's
definitely different. It's closer to Mario 64 than it is to like the original Super Mario Brothers.
I think it's Super Mario World 2. That's the way I saw
Mario
it.
Galaxy. I mean,
no, New Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
Mario Galaxy, like whatever. That's
Okay.
No, we're not talking about the new Super Mario Brothers game. We're talking about New Super Mario Brothers.
Sorry. Damn,
What a great,
nomenclature.
good job, Nintendo.
and it's like
way to name your games.
Nintendo can get away, I think, with taking those characters and those concepts and putting them into new levels and having it at least be like competent. You're like, oh, they didn't really do anything new with it, but I'm still having a good time. Whereas Sonic is like, well, I totally held down into the right for the last 20 minutes and collected these Chaos Emeralds
Until I hit something and the rings all
found some
scattered.
Chow, took him to the Chow Garden, and that seemed totally unnecessary. But I guess these credits are rolling.
10 years, a full decade, screwing you with Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Should be a
And it is a pointy
retrospective. Just a retrospective of the lost decade of Sonic.
Yeah, okay, there have been a few like decent Sonic games in that mix. Sega,
It's Sonic Rush.
Sega did make some good
Sonic Rush 2 or whatever. Was there Sonic Rush Adventure?
They
Is
did,
that what it's called?
they did it up to Sonic Rush 3, I think.
Let me tell you something.
Those
You're
were the GBA games. Those were good. Their 2D work has been good. Their sprite-based 2D work on like the GBA and the DS, I thought was actually pretty good for that style of stuff.
Yeah, like I didn't really feel any affinity towards any of it. It was like, this is well made, but it's still really thin because it's still really Sonic.
Sure,
And that's good and bad. I don't know. Like
it is what it is. But what it doesn't warrant is this wave of excitement.
Yeah.
Cool your fucking jets, guys.
You're the one who keeps saying that. Was it if they make a Super Mario Brothers 4, you'd be super excited? Maybe there's just somebody out there who's been waiting for this.
I just love the. I
think it's hilarious that they called this game Sonic 4.
It's like the Mega Man 9 thing. It's the Contra 4 thing where we made Contra Super Contra and then I don't know what they consider Contra 3.
Contra 3 for the SNES.
Oh, was that
Contra
Contra
3?
Okay. I thought it went straight to hardcore or whatever.
No, that was like the Genesis.
And then it goes to Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah. We just forget that 5 existed.
Contra Balboa.
But I love, so they make 3, and then they make a whole bunch of really awful games under the Contra name, and then finally say, all right, here's Contra 4. We're finally picking up the story after the third one.
Like there's some weird thing where it almost seems like an apology.
It is an implicit acknowledgement that everything they've done between Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and right now has been garbage.
We need a concept for this one, like rebranding.
Like it's almost like a retcon.
Yeah,
but
where it comes back and you're just reusing the name after you've abandoned the name.
But it's different.
It's a nostalgia con.
But it's different than like naming it
nostalgia continuity.
It's different than like just Medal of Honor, though, right? Like where you've already blown that chance.
That's a reboot,
right?
Yeah, no, this is a NosCon.
Yeah, this is where you come back. A NosCon?
NosCon.
All right, is there a dash in that?
No, one word.
All right, NosCon.
Where you're
Sure.
just playing off.
It's
of
intercap,
nostalgia.
though.
Yeah,
What? NosCon.
NosCon. Sure. Why not?
But yeah, so in a way, Sega itself is admitting that anything Sonic the Hedgehog related between the release of 3 and now,
Right, you're saying pick up from when it was good.
It's like, yeah, don't mind any of that other Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. Don't even Sonic and Knuckles. Don't even listen to that. Here we go.
I'm willing to not listen to Sonic and Knuckles. Believe you me. In fact, if they wanted to ignore Sonic 3, if they just called this the real Sonic the Hedgehog 3, at that point I'd be like, yeah, that'd be a bold statement for them to make. It's like, no, dude, even we realize, like, come on, we redrew him. It was crap. Messed it all up. Fire Shield, give me a fucking break. Sonic CD.
No, but there's this.
They should call it Sonic CD 2 is what they should do.
There's a cute little fox. He's flying.
Yeah,
I don't mind Tails.
Call it Sonic 64. I don't care. Super Sonic.
Sonic 4.
NosCon.
Big the Cat. By episode 3, it'll be like, this one's got a fishing minigame with Big the Cat. And you'll be like,
I mean, they
assholes.
That's right. They made all these promises leading up to the reveal that, like, oh, who's going to be the wide cast of characters in the game? Sonic. That's it. No one else. So at least they're acknowledging that part is terrible. about Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right. Yeah. If you want something to give you some kind of hope, it's that they at least realized that part of it. But even that just seems so hollow. It's like, hey, the same company that's been giving you the big blue middle finger for the past 12 years is back.
And every time saying,
and you guys were right, as it turns out.
And every time saying, like, oh, it's going to be a big return to form for Sonic.
We're calling this one Sonic the Hedgehog.
So if
period.
All I need in that trailer to make it like get really excited, I need an airship. Like if you give me an airship that I'm like attacking, I can get excited again.
Oh, you're right. It is as hollow as, Jay Leno in a Super Bowl commercial.